Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's session on Introduction to Test Cases. My name is Rita. I'm a software tester, 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐄𝐓 certified. So tonight we'll be touching on test cases briefly, and then we'll quickly go on to the practical bits. Next slide, please. So I have here what is a test case. So the idea is for you to have a good understanding of what test case is, because that will help you to understand how to design your test case. A test case is a set of conditions, inputs, actions, and your expected results used to determine whether a software application, system, or feature or functions or features functions correctly. And it is a fundamental part of software testing, to be honest, and that of quality assurance. So as you can see on the board, I said it's a test case is a set of actions, conditions, and expected results to verify that a software application is working as intended. And the purpose of test cases is to ensure software quality and to identify bugs early. And it also helps us to validate that features uh, work, that the features work as expected. And it also helps us to provide a good documentation for testing processes. Um, Next slide, please. So I also have here quickly, what are the components of a test case? Ideally, you should also have a good understanding of the project you are working on, which is your requirements, and that will help you to have a good understanding of how to design your test case. So these are some of the key components of a test case, which is your test case ID, which is your unique identifier, your test scenario, what you are testing, your test steps, actions to perform, and your test data input values depending on what you are, the particular feature that you are working on, and of course your expected result, what should happen, and your actual result, what actually happened. You have to note all this down during your execution when you are executing your test cases, and of course the status, did it pass or fail? Next slide, please. So designing a good test case is crucial in software development and quality assurance, because they directly impact the efficiency and the effectiveness and the reliability of testing. So I have a clear example here. You can take a screenshot if you want, or you can revert to the video. So this is just a simple test case of login feature or functionality. So you have there the test case ID. Well, underneath it, you have the TC001, and you have your test scenario, login functionality, your test steps, what are the steps that you want. So I just added just those 3 steps there, just for this particular purpose. And then you also have your test data, which you practicalize today, and your expected result, of course, and the status. Next slide, please. So we have types of test cases. So we have positive test cases, which that is exactly what we'll be focusing on today. You have to have a good understanding of positive test cases before you can move on to negative test cases. So positive test cases, this is testing the valid inputs and expected outcomes, while that of the negative test is testing the invalid inputs or unexpected user behavior when you input an invalid data. Then you have boundary test cases, which is testing limits, e.g. maximum or minimum values, and edge cases, testing rare and unusual conditions. And then furthermore, we have characteristics of a good test case, easy to understand. This is the purpose of a good test case. It covers both positive and negative scenarios, and you can reuse it. That's the good thing about it. And it's traceable, linked to requirement, because whatever you are documenting as your test cases, whatever you are designing as your test cases, should be in accordance with what the requirement is. You shouldn't go out of the scope. And then you have clear pass and fail criteria. All these will be taught in the internship as we move along quickly. Next slide, please. So why designing good test cases matters? It saves times and effort in testing, reduces the risk of missing bugs, and helps team members understand testing scenarios. And it also forms the basis for your automation test. That's a later thing anyway, because if you know how to document your test cases manually, it will also help you when you start writing your automation scripts. For automation, we call it script. For manual, we call it test cases. Um, a test script rather. Yeah, thank you. So I'll just share my screen quickly, and then we can move on to. So this was where we stopped last week. I think we kind of rushed through it. And I did give everyone a task. I want to believe everyone did attempt to do something at least. Um, so today we'll just go into it quickly and then we'll do another one again just for you guys to understand. So I started with and then we will execute this. So we started with the test description, expected results, and actual. So this particular feature is for registration. So the description, why are we testing the registration, is as a user, which is under the test description, as you can see. Okay, let me just start quickly. Overview. The project name is BlueSky. That is the project I am working on. And it's created by me, Rita, the creation date, and then the approval date. Now I have my test case ID, as you can see. So that BS is just BlueSky. But in proper organization, we have a proper test case ID. And then the test case is to validate the registration. Then the description is, as a user, I want to be able to register. Sorry for the typo error there. Register on Prep Major website. Your precondition is your URL, and then we have the steps. So the number one step is to navigate to prepmajor.com and then click on register, click on sign up, enter your email, enter your username, enter your password, repeat password, check privacy policy, and click on sign up. So we're going to make this interactive, right? Because I want to carry everybody along. I want us to understand what we are doing here. So for the expected result, we have so I've helped us to fill in this four, I think. Yeah. So for the navigate to prepmajor.com, the expected result is saying, oh, Prep Major website is displayed. That's what I am expecting. You understand? And then when I get into Prep Major websites, the fact that it's displayed already, I should click on register. Then registration page is clickable. And then I said, click on sign up. Sign up page is displayed. Enter your email, email imputed or email entered. Now for the username, I'll say username entered. Now we have to be careful of what we are right, as in, let me use the word right now in this case. Why? Because we want to put ourselves in the shoes of the user. So you are writing this test case to somebody that is not technical. So your test case needs to be clear and concise. It has to be readable to anybody that will pick it up and be able to navigate, follow the steps that you have written and reach the expected outcome. So, and I also said, enter your password. I'm expecting the password, of course, for me to be able to enter my password. Password entered. So that's the good thing with Excel. It will do the work for you. Repeat password, password repeated. Yeah. Check privacy policy, policy checked. Click on sign up button. Now, can somebody tell me, is this right? Or we should go to the website first. So first of all, let's go to the website. I have it opened. I think I have it opened. Yeah. So this is the website. I have registered before, but I will register again. Now, as a tester, I will advise us to always have a test data for the purpose of testing. You should have a testing credential. So whenever you're testing, that's what you'll be using. Okay, I'm just gonna open another. Okay. Okay, this that is already open. So it might interest you to know that this website was created like people like you. So this was created by students as well, by interns and the rest and the likes. So we start with register. So this is my don't forget I wrote it on my precondition, right? We said the URL. Yeah. So you have your URL there. Let me just paste it here. And then, so the next thing is for me to click on register. When I click on register, I'm going here where it says sign up. When I click on sign up, the next thing is for me to enter my details. Now, let's see, is that right with what, in this case, what the BA has written? So I said, navigate to prepmajor.com. Prep Major website is displayed. Click on register. Registration page is clickable. Then click on sign up. Sign up page is displayed. Now let's see if we can enter our email. So we've done these 4 steps. What do we think will be the actual result here? Can somebody unmute and tell me the actual result here, please? I don't want to be the only one talking.
Is it?
Give it a go. Go on.
So is it that the cursor should appear on the register parts and you should be able to input your details?
Should I again? Sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I was saying that, wouldn't it be, so once you click on the register and so the expected result is that, so registration page is clickable. So you should be able to, is it a cursor? You know, when that flashing line comes in, that you should be able to type in your message.
No, you're overthinking it. Don't forget what we did here was
I think they should be able to take you to the landing page.
Okay. You can say that as well, but then you can simply also say system displayed or successful. In this case, let's use successful. Or you can put as well what you have here. Registration page is clickable. Because that's what you are also seeing.
Oh, that's what we're testing in a nutshell.
Yes.
Right.
So you can either say successful or you can say registration page is clickable. Yeah, because that's what you are seeing.
Can we as well say,
sorry?
Can we as well say registration page is activated?
Okay, good. Let's put that down.
It seems like the successful is more preferable.
Registration page is active. Is that what you said?
Activated or active, whichever one.
Okay, activated. Yeah. So the sign up page was also displayed.
Display successful.
Okay. Okay, I'll make that big.
Hi, Ben. Would you like to speak?
Okay, I'll come back to that. Let's not waste time.
Okay.
Sorry? Were you talking to me?
No, I said Ben's hand is up. I think he wanted to contribute too.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
you
feel
hear
free.
me?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Okay.
can.
So, regarding the actual result, sorry, the expected result where we have registration page is clickable. Are we supposed to say registration page is clickable or the registration button? Are we referring to the page or the button? Because here we have in on the step description, we have click on register. So is it the page we're clicking on or the register button on the page, the registration page? I just wanted to clarify that.
Sorry, sorry, what did you say? Can you repeat that again, please?
Okay, I just want to be clarified.
Are you referring to the website, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So what was the question?
Okay, that's a link actually. The register slash login.
Yes.
Link.
So
okay.
we will do the login as well, so you will see the difference. So when it comes to register, you click on the sign up one before this page. Let me see if I can go back there. Okay. So you click on register. And then you see, because this is for login. Then for sign up, you click on this.
Okay.
That's the link. So we've done all that. So we are expecting us to be able to impute email here. So I'm just going to impute this email. But for the purpose of this testing, I've used it before. So I'm just going to add 1 to it just to make it unique. And then my username, I'll just add A to it. Yeah. Okay, let me note that down so that because I'll be using, okay, I'll use the other one for registration, for login. And then for the password, so when you are inputting a password, always take note of what is written here. It says the password must have a minimum of 8 characters of numbers and letters, contain at least 1 capital letter. Yeah. I hope I remembered what I just put now. Okay. Let me see. I want to believe it matches. Okay. And then you have to tick this. Yeah. So before we complete that, let's go back to the so we were able to impute our email. So what do you think will come here? You can as well say email imputed successfully. Or give me any suggestion. Email entered.
Or email accepted.
Okay.
Or maybe, okay, maybe we can use our own username.
Okay, you want us to use input here? Okay.
Yeah.
And here we say username accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Just and then here, any other suggestion? Or we leave it at that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So can I know?
yeah. Okay. 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 Privacy policy checked, successful. So I'll just put checked. Now let's go back to, as we can see, everything seems to be passing, right? Now we are going to hit the main button, which is the sign up. Let's see if it will pass. Yay, it did pass. And now let's take note, because I know this is early stage, but if we notice, it has redirected us to another page entirely. So for this, we can say click on sign up button clicked. Here, I'd rather say, what do you think we should put here? Let somebody give me.
Just a sign up
Now,
button.
I want you to look at the description and use it to decide what you think we should put on this step 9. Sorry? Sorry? Okay, I thought you were talking. Please, if you're not speaking to me, please be muted for the sake of the recording.
Shall we say the website? The description says, then so I'm trying to word it the right way. That was redirected to the website.
Okay.
The registrar was redirected to the pre-major website.
Prep major website. Well done. Thank you for trying. Anybody else?
Did you put registration completed?
Okay, well done. Yes, that's a good one. Any other person?
Okay. I will say
Registration
the user.
redirected to another page.
Okay, well done. Thank you.
Okay. I
Yeah,
will
go
say,
on. Sorry,
the
I can't see
user
your
is
names because I'm the one sharing. Sorry?
I will say the user is successfully redirected to the dashboard.
Okay, well done. That's another good one. Well done. Well done. I like that. So the reason why I asked is because if you guys look at this particular page, we have different things here. And mind you, be mindful of this, because when you start your automation, this is because that's why I mentioned it. That's why I'm pointing it out. Now, what I intend to say is, user has successfully created an account. What do you guys think? Or user account page displayed? Because if you look at this URL, it says user account. That means the user now have an account. And mind you, on the description, I said, as a user, I want to be able to register on Prep Major websites. Yeah, as a user. And now it's saying user account. So I could say user account is displayed, user account page is displayed successfully, or just make it simple and clear. Yeah, don't overthink it. So I'm going to put user account page. I'm using 𝐂𝐓. User account page displayed. It's up to you if you want to add successfully or successful.
Very quick one, Rita. You know, on the page after the customer registered, on there, it doesn't say user account, or did I miss that part? I think it just says enrolled. Would that be?
You mean here?
Yeah, like there. For example,
yeah, on the URL.
Oh, on the URL. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I missed that part. Okay.
Because when you start your automation, this is what you will use for assertion. But I don't want to get you guys too bombarded, but I'm just calling your attention to it because it's going to help you on the long run. So you can also say enrolled call space page displayed. Somebody also used the word dashboard. Yes. You can also say dashboard. Yeah. Because I want to believe this is the dashboard, or maybe the first page was it, that's the landing page. Yeah, but once you have successfully registered enrolled course page, you can also use this, because when you start automation, you can use this for your assertion, and you can also use the URL. Yeah. So, but I'm keeping it simple so that we don't get too confused about it. So just a user account page displayed successfully. Do we understand?
Yes, all good. Thank you.
Okay. Just gonna bring that down. Okay. So quickly, let's move to the login. Now, remember, we've done the registration. Now, this is the login. And now we have created an account. So I'm going to log out now. And I want us to sorry, I'm looking for the logout. Where is it again? Can anyone see the logout? Oh, sorry. I did log out before. Let me save the login page. No.
Okay, I think you should check the user profile icon.
Where is it? Oh, maybe my Zoom is blocking it. Okay.
Extreme right.
Yeah.
On the right.
Sorry, yeah, my Zoom was blocking it. My Zoom blocking it. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I knew it was somewhere down here. Okay. Now, we want to log in. Let's not forget, we did registration first. Now, I've chosen this because it's so simple. And we only have 4 steps to complete. Now, look at it. It says enter email, username, enter password, then remember me. You have to tick this, and then you click on the sign. So let's go to the second slide quickly. So I have here prep major created by me, and then the feature, I said login functionality. I know I didn't put that in the first one. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can add more to it, to be honest, but you can also make it as concise as it can be. So we also have the test ID. Then the title is validate login functionality. Now we want to find out if the login is actually working, if the functionalities are working. And the summary for that, which is also your description, yeah, is as a prep major account holder, I want to be able to log in. This is the purpose, yeah? Now, remember the first one say, I want to be able to register. Now I'm now an account holder. I want to be able to log in, which we then have step 1. Yeah. Now, the testing step, we have open a browser. Yeah, which was what I did from the beginning. If you guys remembered, enter the URL and then click on login. Then we also have test data on this one. I didn't put it on the previous one. Now you have your test data, which is your email address, your password, and I think there was username, right? Let's go back. So in this case, don't forget, the BA has not given us what we are the one as tester writing everything now. But ideally, you will have your acceptance criteria from the BA. So, okay, this doesn't have a username. Okay, that's correct. So these test steps will definitely be coming from your BA, from your business analyst. So yours is to replicate the steps and find out if the actual results is consistent with the expected results. Now, we said open a browser. We did that at first. Or do you guys want me to do that all over again? I don't mind.
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll quickly shut this. I think let me just copy that. So remember the first thing I said here, I said open a browser, which is what we've done. My browser is open. That's the first step. Now enter a URL. This is me entering my URL. Now we have the dashboard. Now the third step would be what? What's the third step? Click on login. Okay. Okay, so that's my third step. The fourth step will be what? Can somebody tell me what the next step is after clicking on login?
Enter a username.
Well done. Thank you. So now we've clicked on login. It's saying enter a username or email. So
is that registration again, or that's after the registration?
No, that's login.
Okay, login.
Is anyone confused? Can anyone tell the difference?
No, I'm just checking that it's login. That I thought we're starting all over again. That's fine.
Yeah, this is so. Can you tell me the difference?
Because this is signing, we're not actually registering at the moment.
Okay, so if I was to do registration, I will click on this.
Sign up, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, click enter email. And what's the next one, please? Can somebody tell me?
So enter the password.
Enter the password. Well done. Well done. You said enter user password. Exactly. You can word it like that. Well done. And what's the last step? I think that should be the last step, right?
I think click on.
Oh, we tick the remember me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last one is okay.
Sorry, quick one. In terms of the remember me one, would that be in the acceptance criteria as well, or would that be separate?
Yes, you have to.
Okay.
Don't forget, you are writing this for somebody that has no knowledge of how to navigate, has no technical experience at all. So you want to be very detailed. Yeah. Check. Check the box. Or tick the box. And then the last one is click on
login, sign in.
Did it say login there or sign in?
That's click on
sign in
button.
Sign in.
Sign in. Okay. Well done. Thank you. Okay. So what would be our expected result, please?
User successfully signed in.
No, we're starting from the beginning. Don't forget.
Okay.
From step one. Step one, where it says open browser. So what would be the expected result?
Browser opened or browser displayed?
You can word it better. Sorry?
Browser displayed correctly.
Okay. So that would be prep major. Prep major websites is displayed. Yeah. So what will be the next one? Enter the URL.
URL successfully entered.
URL entered. Okay. And
then
then
we could also say the page is successfully launched.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Page is successfully launched.
Okay. Well done. That's a good one as well. Yeah. Okay. So click on login will be what? I could say login is clickable or login menu is clickable. Yeah. Or any other suggestion? Or do you like that?
I think that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just move this. Stress. And then the third one will be
Email accepted or username. Will that be? No, we're on the fourth step, isn't it?
enter email. Yep. That would be what? Email entered. Yep.
Or email entered.
And then password entered. Box menu checked. Okay. In menu, what's this? Okay, I'll just remove that. So now remember we have our test data here. And then you have your password. So you don't need to put the password. You can just put XXXX, whatever thing there, like that. Yeah. And so let's see what we have now. Let's move quickly. So we have this email, which was the one I used earlier, and then the password. What was the password? Okay. Yeah, and then we tick the box and then sign it. All right. So your test has passed. That's just what it is basically. So I remember we didn't even put the pass status on the first one. So here we'll say pass. Just yeah. So this is you manually testing it. That's basically what you do. You go to the website, which is your testing environment. It's called testing environment, or if you hear somebody say AUT, application under test. Yeah, those are some of the buzzwords. You can write it down because you can use it for your interview. You don't want to say websites during the interview. No. Don't go there and say website. If you want to talk about registration features or login features, you don't use the word website. You said your testing environment or application on that test. So this is our first feature, which is login functionality passed. Yeah. And then the second one, we've not done our actual results. What do we think is our actual results? It's obviously everything that is here. So we can just duplicate everything that is here. You don't need to, it's not compulsory for you to start changing it because this is your expected results. And when you actually went there, that is exactly what you found. So you can as well just duplicate everything that is here and put it here. Yeah, it makes it easy for you. And then pass. Don't forget, you have to add pass. And then support it with evidence. So in this case, I can come here and on Azure we can. To be honest, I don't use Excel at work, and to be honest, most companies have moved away from Excel. So this is just to help us understand how to write test cases, because when you start using Azure or Jira, you will be able to transfer what you've learned from using Excel into it easily. So what you're just looking for is now how to navigate the board. That's just how easy it is. And most cases, we also use 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓 syntax to write our test cases. Say, for instance, I think we have 15 minutes. So let me just bring this down. So for the click on the sign up page. So we also say yeah, you can say sign in page is displayed or successfully logged in. You know, any question before we move quickly? Successfully logged in. Yeah, so that's your manual test done, and you get paid for this. Can you see how easy it is? Yeah. Now let's move quickly. Sorry, somebody saying something?
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna ask a quick one. You know, when it's test case creation before, like if you have a test case creation and then you have the build and then you have the testing, what entails a test case creation then? Is it the ones that I say testing steps or
what this place you mean here? The first one?
Yeah, so we say you know you go so
I said creation date. Is it this one?
No, I'm saying like test case creation. You know, does test case creation happen before like the build happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's test case creation then?
That's your test case creation. That's you creating your test case. Yes.
Okay, and then the build happens, and then the actual results is what we put in the results, pass or fail.
Yes.
Okay.
So in Agile, as you go along, you will learn, because I don't want to digress much into the theoretical part of it, but you will practicalize it here in BlueSky. Now, what we do, if you remember the first scenario that I did with you guys using the Azure board, when I showed you guys the board, one of the column was developer board, which means this particular function, for instance, this registration feature is ready for me to test. So once the developer, because we work hand in hand with developer, even though we work with the BA, but your next person is the developer. Once the developer said this particular feature is ready, then you pick it and test it. Now, in some cases, you can start writing your test case even when that feature has not been built. Yes, say for instance, it's not yet ready, it's still in dev, which means the developer is not yet done. They are still working on it, they are still building that particular feature. You can start writing your test cases. Why? Because you already have the BA's acceptance criteria to guide you. Now, in that format, what you will do is to only write your expected results and your actual results. You cannot execute it. When do we execute? Only when the particular feature is ready. And what do we mean by execute? When you then say you're testing it by saying it passed or it failed. That's you executing your test case. So that's the last stage. Yeah, all these will be taught. I know it kind of look like, but what I want you guys to understand tonight is how to write a simple test case. It's going to help you. If you can write a simple test case manually, that's it. You are good to go. So I just wanted to talk on 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓 syntax, which is 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓 is a human readable language that is used to write test scenario in behavior-driven development, which is known as BDD. I don't know if any of you have come across what we call BDD, behavior-driven development. So it normally follows a structure, because some of you might be thinking, why are we not using given when then? And if you guys did take notes, the first class, the one on the Azure board, we were using given when then, which is your prerequisite for testing. So which given is your precondition. You can note it down. Always come with a pen and a paper to any class, please. So given is your precondition. I'll take that again. When is your action? and then is your outcome. Now, give us a quick scenario. Now,
sorry, Rita. I think because of the time, we don't have time for that. So I think let them go and digest this one, right?
Okay, that's fine.
So before we start to, because
before
we
we move to
minutes,
VDD. All right.
I think if you can do a quick overview about, summarize what you've done, then anyone that's got questions can then ask, right? So because where you are going, we take another maybe 1 hour to even finish anyway. So yeah.
Okay, so quickly an overview of what we've just done tonight. Don't forget test ID, test case title, which covers your description. The title, the topic of what you are testing. So you can say, or you can put here verify login functionality. You can say validate login functionality. Some people go as far as writing a long sentence, but try and make it concise and clear, well structured. And then your test summary, otherwise test description, is you saying what you want to achieve, the purpose of this particular test. Why are we testing it? So I'm saying as a prep major account holder, I want to be able to log in. So that's the purpose of this. Because don't forget, testers will work in the shoes of the users, right? You put yourself in the shoes of the users. So now on the testing steps, I'm saying step 1, when I open the browser, I'm expecting the browser to be displayed. Yeah. And then secondly, when I enter the URL, like I demoed earlier, I'm expecting the page to be successfully launched, like we said here. And then when I click on the login menu is clickable. I'm able to enter the email because you should be able to type on that particular test field. It's called test field, where you input your emails and the password. Any place where you input data, they're called test field, depending on what you're testing anyway. And then you have the checkbox. Box menu is checkable. You should be able to, in a case whereby you try to check it or tick it and it's not active, then that's a fail. And this would have been a fail, not a pass. But we were able to do that. And then click on sign up and sign in button. This should have been click on sign in button or menu here. Yeah. So, and then I'll say, and then I went on to expect it to be successfully logged in. And then the actual result was like, I was successfully logged in. So, which is a pass. So, I would like to see what you guys have done. I think Laomi said some of you have submitted it. For those of you that have not tried it, please go ahead and try it again tonight, the task. And I'll be giving feedback on those that have submitted their tasks. I will look into it. I want to challenge those that have done their tasks to go ahead and do more, because the more you do it, the more you get better at it. Any question quickly? We only have 7 minutes to go.
All right. Please, I have a question. I would like to know how the assignments are being submitted.
Okay. I think that would be Damisola to. I don't know where they submit.
I'm happy to respond. Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Rita, for the session. I was also enjoying it. So, for